Hey y'all.
Hello, everyone. It's James here. I hope you're doing well. So, call me Meatloaf because I would do anything for love, but I won't go to Syria. That is for certain. As I'm speaking now, Foodie Beauty is currently live. She has been reunited with Salah and Julia, and they are in Syria, which is a strange thing for me to say because I never thought it would happen. I never thought that Foodie Beauty would actually end up in a country in the throes of a civil war. It's a very strange thing to me. So, what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at some things that are happening in Syria right now, especially with regards to healthcare. Now, as we know, Foodie Beauty is a type 2 diabetic and she also has no gallbladder, and she seems to be susceptible to fairly regular medical emergencies. I would say that her access to healthcare in Syria would be virtually non existent. So if she has a major incident with regards to her health, it is not looking good at all. So we're just going to have a look at a couple of web pages and see what the info is on Syria at this current point in time. So here we're looking at the governmental website for Canada, and it says in very bold red here for Canadian nationals to avoid all travel to Syria. Avoid all travel to Syria due to ongoing tensions in the region, the continued volatile security situation, armed clashes and airstrikes, criminality, kidnappings, and threat of terrorism. If you're in Syria, you should consider leaving if it's safe to do so. Kidnapping for ransom is a frequent phenomenon in various parts of the country, especially in tribal areas and across southern Syria. Others are disappeared. Politically motivated kidnappings by armed and terrorist groups often result in execution and disappearances. Be extremely vigilant at all times, use varied and unpredictable routes and schedules when travelling. I know we're all going to laugh, ha ha hee hee, Foodie Beauty's not going to get kidnapped, but stranger things have happened. It's very strange why she would go there. It wouldn't surprise me if she went on the Canadian website and was like, avoid all travel, that's it. I'm on the road to Damascus, baby. Call me Saul. Why do you persecute me? Um, Strange times for Girl World at the moment. Absolutely strange times. I think one of the most stark things that we can discuss is the state of healthcare in Syria. It says here that life expectancy has dropped from 70 in 2010 to 55 in 2015. 70,000 people have died from lack of adequate health services and medicines, especially for chronic diseases. Foodie Beauty suffers from chronic disease. She is a type 2 diabetic. Has she stocked up on her metformin, which seems to be the only thing she's taking at the moment? It's actually quite scary to think that she's in a war-torn country with a limited supply of medication. And when that medication runs out, what's she going to do? Where is she going to go? Because how easy is it for her to travel to and from Syria to the nearest country or maybe even Canada? Especially if they see Syria stamped on your passport, I imagine it's going to be quite difficult. It also says here that indirect deaths will be greater in the future. The NGO Save the Children puts the number of deaths from chronic diseases because of a lack of access to treatment and drugs at 200,000, and the Syrian American Medical Society cites 300,000. If I was Foodie Beauty, I would be very scared. I mean, I wouldn't have gone to Syria in the first place. I don't care if my husband and Julia were there or not. I don't think anybody understands her way of thinking. I think Foodie Beauty is going to quickly realise that life in Syria is going to be very difficult for her. Whether she knows it already or whether she's going to find out in a few weeks, we'll probably know eventually. She'll be all smiles and like, hi guys, it's me, Foodie Beauty. It's not looking good, especially as somebody with a disease like diabetes that can ravage you if you eat too much. She is wont to eat too much, actually, as we know. So I feel that Syria is probably one of the worst places she could have gone. We're going to see very soon that this decline in health that we've been witnessing for the past couple of years will probably start going at a rapid rate. She won't listen to anyone. She's defiant as hell. What can you do but sit back and watch and see what happens? I've been trying to look at it objectively, but she does all of this to herself. What is going on? It's absolutely ludicrous what she's doing right now. Foodie Beauty is giving a massive middle finger to her health by moving to Syria. We can only hope that it's temporary, and maybe this is just a quick fleeting visit to see Salah. But I guess we'll find out eventually how long she's going to stay there for. That's just a little bit of info on Syria and the potential pitfalls of somebody like Foodie Beauty living there. I think Foodie Beauty is going to see the pitfalls of living in Syria very quickly. There probably aren't going to be a lot of the creature comforts that she's used to, especially when it comes to free speech. She left Kuwait because she feels there was a lack of free speech. I imagine it's not going to be so great in Syria either. So yeah, the word of the day is Damascus. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. And I shall speak to you very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.